Good afternoon, this is Tim. Just checking back in with you. I just wanted to share with you some ideas and some tips how I transitioned from full-time loan officer, senior loan officer for the major bank, going through the last 5-6 years of transition, and now I'm transitioning myself into being a full-time entrepreneur. And some tips I want to share with you is number one, you need to be open. You need to be open to learning. You need to be open to reading and acknowledging other people's, being part of other people's success and connecting yourself with those people. Get to know these people. They're no different than you and I. They just went through more challenges than you and I. They decided to make a difference. They decided to take action on some of their ideas. So the one thing that comes back to me time after time after time is Thomas Edison created the light bulb, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it took him 10,000 times to create the light bulb. Now, he said he didn't fail 10,000 times, he just found 10,000 ways how not to do it. So if you're scared of failing, failing is okay. We learn by failing. Nobody's successful overnight. If you are, there's very few of us. It's just that we've just taken more risk. Entrepreneurs are risk takers. And I just want to share with you, and I read books. I read a ton of books. I've read more books in the last year than I believe I read through all the years of schooling that I've had. And you know, I'm a type of person that I want to learn by doing, not by reading. But I also want to model myself through people that have already become successful. And one book that I'm reading is The Art and Science of Success. So it basically is strategies from today's leading experts. Now, one of my mentors in this book, actually somebody I know personally, and as I'm picking these books up and reading them, I'm like, wow, I know this person. This person is a direct result on why I'm doing these things and how I'm doing it. And I'm just going to share with you some of the things that he has pointed out to us and pointed out to me. And you know, in being an entrepreneur, the only thing that matter is results. It doesn't matter if you work 1 hour a day or 20 hours a day, or you work 2 solid days and you either play or you relax or you know, you're out socializing. Entrepreneurs work while they're sleeping even. They come up with different ideas, and it comes back to me a lot of times. I'm a self-made engineer, if you would. I can't draw, I can't figure out the math. I have to actually be in the shop with the welder, cutting and pasting and welding and trying different things until I finally get to what I'm trying to finally get to the end product. So I guess it's just the nature of how I work, you know, how I'm able to just be on my own and develop and create. And it's, hey, I tell you what, it's worked out so far. But transitioning to being an entrepreneur from an employer, you know, I am so guilty of this part. We go to work, we exchange our hours for dollars, so we're exchanging time for money, but we can also agree that we do enough to get by and to hit the level of productivity to get by and watch the clock as it goes by, and we go, hey, all right, good, job well done. Let's go on to the next day. And so, you know, most people don't realize that our school systems, while they are very wonderful in many ways, programs us to be good employees. Now, by the time we graduated high school, we put in over 14,000 hours of school. So, trainers, if you're a trainer, if it doesn't sink in the first time, you go back and do it again. But hopefully that hits home with you. 14,000 hours of a system that you become accustomed to. It's not easy to break yourself from that type of a system. We learn to show up in time, we learn to be well behaved, we learn to do our work well in the timely fashion, we learn that others need to be in control and set the schedule and the agenda for us. And all we have to do is follow their orders. And we get used to being graded and evaluated. Sound familiar to you? The transition to becoming an entrepreneur is not easy. And mostly we learn to watch the clock, like I mentioned, and we just put in the hours. So we are programmed to be employees, and over time, we're compounding this problem. And a habit is at least 1,000 times more powerful than our own willpower. So we are habits of creatures, and most of us are employees, and we do what we need to do mentally, and then we wait for the bosses to tell us what is expected of them, and then they normally do that match and no more. And this is the mindset that will kill an entrepreneur. You have to put in some long hours to get the job done. It's not the number of hours that you put in, it's how you use the hours, is what this mentor is telling me. And you have to be teachable. You have to be teachable. I am one stubborn, non-teachable person. I'm going to do it my way, I'm going to fail it my way, and then I may listen to a couple things that you want to put in. So I've had to learn to be a student. I had to learn to do it the way they've set in front of us. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. Donald Trump is wonderful. Robert Kiyosaki. All those people have gone forward. Think and Grow Rich. What an incredible book. I've just learned to follow these people. I've learned to talk to these type of people. Find the most successful people that you know and ask them, what did it take to become successful? That's pretty much all I got for the day. I'm going to share some more tips with you tomorrow, or maybe the next day. Just point down below, like us below here, leave a comment. HomeMoneyOp.com was designed to help you change your mindset, give you an opportunity, try different things. It's not going to cost you anything. It's free. Browse around. We'd love to talk to you in person. Leave a comment. Make sure you like us below. And have a terrific day. Hope to talk to you very soon.